Welcome to the Money Mentors Podcast.
Here on Money Mentors, we are all about retirement, but think about this question. What is the right time to retire? Sometimes it's a question that kind of stumps us, and it sounds like it's actually a decision that Tiger Woods may be struggling with as well. Of course, the golf legend admitted pain is still an issue as he played what could be his final Masters, but he also explained why he wanted to continue playing. Listen to this.
This term has meant so much to me in my life and my family. I think I've been playing here for 29 years now, and it was the ultimate to be able to stay in the crow's nest and to watch Byron and Sam and Gene tee off on the first hole. And it's been a part of my life to have won here as my first major as a pro. Hugging my dad, as you saw, and then full circle in 19 to hug my son. It has meant a lot to my family. It's meant a lot to me.
He sounds a bit sentimental there, Laurel and Gerald, and it sounds a little too like he's reluctant to walk away from this sport, something he loves. But have you seen, just regular people like us, especially at the top of their game, though, career-wise, struggle in making that same decision?
Yeah, I mean, you take the name Tiger Woods out of this conversation and put in Joe Smith or John Q. someone, and it's the same conversation. It's just they're lesser known. I mean, you give your life to either working at a company or building your own company or working for retirement and raising your family, and you've done all those things, and it's a part of your identity. It's a part of who you are. And to voluntarily say, okay, I'm going to stop doing that, it's tough. And I'm actually dealing with that in my household right now. My wife, Julie's been going through some medical things, and she's a nurse. She got into nursing at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital because of what it brought to her meaning and her principles and the type of person she is. And now, because of some medical issues, she can't do it. It's been a tough decision for her. Walking away from something that defines you is never easy.
Yeah, we definitely see that emotion come across when we meet with our clients. Like Gerald said, it's a lot of that first conversation when we meet with our prospects that are coming in the door to see what are we like here at Matson Financial, how are we different, and then just really talking into their plan. What is it you want to do? Some people are a little surprised that we're not talking about the money, right? And for us, we know we'll get to that, but we need to understand you, where you're at along this retirement journey and what you still want to have happen because you've worked so hard to get to this point. We want to make this journey and this transition from working to retirement as easy as possible so you can enjoy your family, your time away, whatever that looks like.
Real life lessons about your retirement. You're listening to the Money Mentors Podcast.
I got one of those dreaded letters in the mail the other day, Gerald and
geez.
Laurel, saying my personal information might have been compromised as part of this huge data breach. Now, this one involved my mortgage company, so it's not like I have a choice about them having access to my personal information or not. And, here's the thing. It's frustrating when you get one of those letters, but I think most of us have had one by now. We're seeing more and more of it, which brings up a good question for you. I mean, how can we better protect our financial information these days? Because this is happening a lot more often.
Yeah, it gets frustrating, and no one likes getting those letters or those notifications. And sadly, it's just one of the cons of the technology that has enhanced our lives, but also creates other issues. So one of the biggest thing that I talk to my clients about is always enable two-factor authentication. What does that mean? It means when you sign in, you have to get a code in order to access your account. That is one of the best ways that you can safeguard all of your information or someone illegally getting into your accounts that you've already established.
And I know it's going to be frustrating. I have to talk about this with my dad all the time, but you can't have all of your passwords be the same.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's another big one.
And I know that that's hard because now technology is such a main thing that you have to have it to log into your accounts, right? Or you might get charged for statements. So just try to keep a password. You can do those protected passwords on your phones and all that privacy side of it too. But we've seen a lot of different things come through from clients. I mean, I remember, within the last couple of years, we had somebody email us, our clients, and saying, hey, I'm out of the country. I can't pick up a phone, but I need money. Mm-hmm. And that's why we have our own protections in place here. And we said, well, we'd be happy to help you, but we do need to speak with you to confirm, 2 pieces of information. Mm-hmm. And they had said again, nope, I can't call you, send it to me. We said, well, I'm sorry, we have to wait. And good thing we did, because we ended up calling just to make sure. And our client had answered and said, no, we are not in Australia. I am 10 minutes away as I normally would be. Thank you for catching this. So they're just getting smarter out there. I've seen some emails come in, which we're going to cover here at our upcoming First Friday event, but some emails that look like it's really from Netflix or it's really from this account. But if you look at the email and the information within, you'll see that there's a bunch of different characters and it's really not from that. So the best thing you can do is protect yourself, try to get some more information, some more knowledge, and you can actually join us the first Friday of May. That's Friday, May 3rd, here at our office on 28th Street from noon to 3. We're going to have our IT department, Lake Michigan Technology, here to educate, as well as the Better Business Bureau is going to do a little fun Spot the Con. I think that's really important to understand what is good and what is spam. And then we'll have that followed by one of our portfolio managers doing a market update and talk about where things are at. So, feel free to go online at matsonfinancial.com to the events tab, and you can register there to let us know you're coming. You don't have to RSVP, but we look forward to seeing you there and help educating you and everybody in our community.
Want weekly lessons from your money mentors? Yes. Hit the subscribe button now and listen every weekend on Wood Radio.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. Fee-based financial planning and investment services are offered by Matson Financial Services, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance products and services offered through Lakeview Financial Group, LLC, Matson Financial Services, LLC, and Lakeview Financial Group are affiliated. To find out if Matson Financial Services is licensed in your state, please call 800-536-8907.